and felt no harm. Verse 6. Howbeit they looked when he should have swollen or fallen down dead suddenly. But after they had looked a great while and saw no harm come to him, they changed their minds and said that he was a god. So you see in this instance here, because Paul was not affected by the bite of this great venomous snake, again, such a dream where a snake bit you, and of course, it's a venomous snake in the dream, a cobra, a, a black mamba, whatever it is, and nothing happened to you, just like in this case here, clearly you're being protected. So you see where a snake dream in this particular sense can be a positive dream to the dreamer, showing that, hey, look here, you will be challenged. It doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily be bitten physically by a snake. Remember what the snake represents: someone who's deceitful, who is cunning, who is manipulative, who is a hypocrite, someone who may be pretending to be your friend and just waiting for that moment. Remember, I said about another one of their characteristics is to ambush their victims, a surprise attack. All right. So the dream will be showing you, even though they will do this, it will not affect you. You'll be able to shake it off when it should have. Just like these guys. How come Paul didn't drop down and die? How come he didn't, suffer any major effects like any normal person would have suffered had they been bitten by such a venomous snake? Well, he couldn't have been so. That couldn't have happened to him because clearly he was protected by God. So much so that even his naysayers had to submit and say, boy, this guy got to be a god. He got to be some supernatural power, has to be sponsoring him. So again, these are dreams where snakes are present in the dream. But depending on the context of the dream, it doesn't necessarily have to be an evil dream, a wicked dream, or what have you. It could be showing that God is assuring the dreamer symbolically, even though a serpent is in the dream, I got you. You're protected. Continue following me. Continue listening to my word. Continue obeying me. And now no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So you see where the dream is making it clear. Okay? Let's go to Matthew 10, verse 16. I'm still trying to come back to that Exodus 21 thing. And I try to remember. I don't know why I would have written that down. Because again, I'm reading this thing and I'm like, hold on, this isn't what I was studying. Let's go to Matthew 10. Matthew 10. Let's go here now. So Matthew 10, verse 16. Now we're going to see where the serpent, again, even though it's symbolic in the dream, that is, for dreams that is going to be symbolic of something totally different now. Watch this. So Matthew 10, verse 16 says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Okay? Be therefore wise as serpent. Wise. So you could see here where I remember the scripture now. I remember it now. I come back to that. I remember now. So anyway, so you see here where the serpent is now symbolic of wisdom. So he says here, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So in other words, you could have a dream, okay, where you see a serpent in the dream. And depending on the context of the dream, it really got nothing to do with the serpent, but the serpent is being used symbolically. Think the way an enemy would think in this situation, Kevin, so that you will have the upper hand on them. Because remember what a serpent is calculating. A serpent is manipulative. A serpent is very cunning, very artful.